Hello, my friends. This is Andy coming to you from Yorba Linda, California, and I'm a little bit behind on some of the messages I've been getting about the goings-on of the teachers union and their lies and their nonsense that they're spreading. James Bell, who is a clearly something's wrong with him. He's gone out and done some videos that I've prepared a few of them. I just got to get them edited and pushed out there. But I don't know how much they paid him, how much the union paid him to lie about so many things that he clearly doesn't know anything about, and just didn't take the time to call the school district to make sure that the stats that he was using or the information that he was using was correct. And now today, I come and see a video that the teachers union put out. The teachers union who supports Tricia Quintero, Misty Jansen, and Marilyn Anderson. And they are equally as crazy, but what they've done is they're very skilled at finding useful idiots like James Bell and apparently Misty Jansen and Tricia Quintero to carry their water for them and to push out just bad information, lies, and now a video. And I'm going to share this video with you and just kind of comment on the absurdity of pushing this video out. Let me just make it, there we go, full screen. So I'm going to go to my computer here and play the video, and then I'm going to scrub it back to a certain spot that just is just it's just one more example of the absurdity and lowness and demonic levels that they will stoop to in order to get their candidates elected. And it just really says that they hate children and parents and hate the fact that parents are in control of the school district. They hate the fact that they are not in control of the school district. So let me play this video. It'll only be a couple minutes, not even that. It's 30 seconds long. But here's the video that I just was sent to me. Here it is.
The Placentia Yorba Linda Unified School District has always been the pride of our community. However, extremist politicians have taken over our schools. They pushed out over 20 administrators with longtime connections to our community, wasting taxpayers' dollars and creating a culture of fear and intimidation. Together, we can say no to the extremist and put education first. Vote for Misty Jansen to save our schools and return our district's focus back to education.
Now, so much of it is just horrendous. Extremists. What is extremist? Extremists, in their mind, are parents that don't want the teachers union involved in the curriculum or any aspect of dealing with our kids, because what it means is that they're going to indoctrinate them with a bunch of nonsense. They're going to put pornography back into our schools. They're going to have teachers like the one teacher at El Dorado, proof again that they're doing this in our schools, who was teaching the children how to anally masturbate and what toys to use in order to do that. We had a principal by the name of Joey Davis who harassed the school resource officers so much that they hired a hostile work environment and were walking out when Dr. Alex Chernis had to step in and speak to the chief of police of Placentia, Chief Butts, and say, listen, I'm going to fix this, and please bring the school resource officers back. And then eventually Joey Davis, the most incompetent principal probably in PYL-USD history, and now will be the most incompetent principal in Brea Linda's history, and got him out. And then you had Lopez, and you had another superintendent there that was just a clearly incompetent boob, and yet then they call the trustee president, Leandra Blades, an extremist, when she is doing everything she can, along with Dr. Alex Chernis and Dr. Gates and everybody else, to make sure that education comes back to the school, that great programs come back into the school, that we start early in preschool, and so many different things. So chaos to them is when parents are in charge, when education is going up. It already is going up here at PYL-USD. When teachers begin to get raises, when no teachers are fired. It's only 5 administrators who have left the district, according to my research. I don't know what they're talking about when they say 25. Of course, some move around and do other things. I guess they're including those, but there's 5 that have decided to not return to PYL-USD. Only 1 did not have his contract renewed. The other 4 chose for whatever reason. They wanted to move closer to their home, and a number of other reasons why they decided to leave. So it's just all lies. On top of that, I'm going to bring it down. Let me just go ahead and bring it to this portion of the video here. I'll show it to you in the screen here in 1 second.
Here's dollars.
But going back to my computer here, I'm going to stop and start it. But I want to show you what they blended together to make it look like the students of PYUSD were rioting. That is essentially what they want your mind to take away. You don't have to see something very quickly for your brain to take hold of it. You may not be conscious of it, but what they do want you to subliminally believe that the students in PYUSD are rioting, supposedly. So I'm going to play it from here. Watch this.
Creating a culture of fear and...
Did you see that? I'm going to take you back to this one spot right here. There's the rioters in January 6th. See this right here? This is a school board meeting where the children who just finished, either doing a choir performance or a jazz performance, are moving the chairs out from the area in front of the trustees so that they can begin a school board meeting. This is the teachers union. This is Tricia Quintero. This is Marilyn Anderson and Misty Jansen. Sorry, I'm trying to do two things at the same time. But you see that these are kids. Now, did they get, and there's a teacher, I think, that's helping them move the chairs. They're not rioting. They're moving chairs, and then to put it in the middle of rioting, as they've done here, as you can see here, the frame before that is January 6th. Then there's the kids, and then there's January 6th. So this is
fear and intimidation. Together,
this isn't the lowest, because they did put up a post where they said, I want to have sex with my daughter. They did put up a post that my children, Leandra's children, and Todd Frazier's children are our Holbrook kids, and they get in trouble all the time. They put that out. That's a teachers union. These are grown people. These aren't kids. These are people in their 70s and 60s and probably down to the 30s. This is Misty Jansen acting as if she's a furry bear, koala bear, and grizzly bear. I forget all the names now that they call themselves as furries. But these are grown adults that they want you, as a parent at PYOSD, they want you to follow these people that disguise as furries, that put out propaganda. There's another word for this, where they put in kids cleaning up at the school board meeting in the middle of a riot to give you the idea that PYLUSD students are rioting because of what they call extremists, which are simply parents in our community that got elected to the board who are now bringing education back to PYLUSD. Now, I hear people, and this really pisses me off too, and I'm sorry, but I can't tell you how angry I am, is that they say these things, and they call Leandra a murderer. They call Todd Frazier a Christian nationalist or an extremist. They call Sean Youngblood a number of names, and go visit his work site and knock on the door to see if he's at work. These are grown adults, again, teachers in our district, retired and still working, who are going and harassing people at their homes. They're putting people's addresses out there. They're telling other people where they're going to be. And then they have the gall on Your Belinda's mom, like Bonnie Conte and Esther Kim and a number of other ones, to go on there and say that it's our side who's causing the chaos, who's calling people's names, who's being mean. All we're simply doing is defending ourselves and exposing what it is that the union's doing. What do they expect us to do? To sit back while they say things like, I want to have sex with my daughter, and not fight back? That I'm not supposed to say anything back? That when they say Leander's Blade's children are horrible children, and every teacher knows it. These are some of the quotes we've had there. And we're not supposed to push back and say, well, wait a minute, no. Like my son, he was on the honors roll. He got an honors award for playing lacrosse at El Dorado High School. And then you get on there, and the teachers union and these teachers get on here, and they spread lies about our kids, and we're supposed to say, oh, that's okay, it's sweet that they... No. And then they make a video like this where they put our children, and I hope your children on there. If your children are pictured there, I would sue them. I would sue the teachers union for this video. For APLE, I would start with APLE, the CTA, and the NEA. Those would be my first three that I would sue for putting my children on a video and using them in propaganda in a way that I did not approve. I do not believe that the waiver that you signed for your children to be seen on video while in school is means that in a school board meeting that they voluntarily went to will be sufficient. That the waiver will be sufficient. I don't know, but man, what a bunch of lying, just creepy, horrible, nasty adults. These people are teachers in our school district. Now, I love 99% of the teachers at our school district. There are these lost souls that are union loyalists, hacks, and part of the cabal that they are just horrible, nasty people. Misty Jansen, Tricia Quintero, and Marilyn Anderson are a part of this group of people. They're just nasty, horrible people, and they walk around and, oh, they're so nice. Oh, they're beloved. They're all these things, but in the background, they post as anonymous, they create these videos, and then have their minions push it out, and they can distance themselves from what it. So don't give Tricia Quintero and Marilyn Anderson and Jansen a waiver, saying, well, it's other people. It says that it's not endorsed by the candidate. We know what's happening. I have so much proof and evidence in so many ways. I've shared it all out with you. It is hard. I'm 1,000 messages behind on my incoming of stuff that's happening in the school district right now. And I just cannot keep up. So stand by for it. I've shared as much as I can up to this point, and I will share more. Make sure and let you know that if I'm sharing it, it's because I have proof. And these people are behind it. You don't hear them. You don't see them, and they're hiding. Like Misty Jansen is hiding. Tricia Quintero, you don't see her out and about because she's busy in the background pulling the strings of the teachers union people and making sure that they trash Leandra Blades and Ryan Miller and Maria Lupita Stubbs as much as they possibly can and pretend, oh, I'm not doing it. It's these other people that I didn't tell them to do that. No, they are part of it. It's all part of a group. And they're all working together to simply destroy the reputation of the people that are actually doing the work at the school district. If you want to know anything, feel free to call me. I'll meet you for lunch. I don't care if you hate my guts. I'll meet you. Leandra will do the same thing. I know everybody else will. Contact the school district and ask them, how many teachers have been fired? They'll tell you 0. How many principals have been fired? Well, there's only one that we didn't renew his contract, so I don't know what you're talking about how many have been fired. There's been some that just moved on and did other things, but it's not 25. So we don't know what you're talking about. This is the imagination of those people who are minions and there's useful idiots that follow them. But every community member should be appalled at this video that went out using kids in this way for this type of propaganda. All right, my friend, that's it. We'll see you later. Take care. Bye.